Okay, so this is your Systems Extra test review, and we're going to solve by graphing this system of equations. Now, I can't solve by graphing yet because what I need to do is to make sure that I get both of them solved for y first, so we're going to do that first. So I have, oops, let me bring that down, sorry. 3x plus 2y equals negative 8. Now I need to move my x's, so minus 3x on both sides. 2y equals negative 3x minus 8. And then my last step is to divide by the 2. So my first equation is y equals negative 3 over 2x minus 4. And now I can graph that one. I'm going to go down to negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And my slope is up 3 over 2. Up 3 over 2. And now I'm going to connect the dots. So that's my first line. I'm going to do the same thing with this equation. I'm going to subtract x on both sides. So I get negative y is equal to negative x minus 1. And then I'm going to divide by that negative 1 in front. So my equation becomes y equals x plus 1. Now again, I can graph that. So my y-intercept is 1, and I'm going to come up 1 over 1. And I'm going to make sure I go down the other direction. And you can see we just plotted the solution. I'm going to highlight it for you. Right where they both cross. So right here. And so we need to find the value of that ordered pair. And the value of that ordered pair is negative 2, negative 1. There's your solution. Okay. We're going to do the same thing on the next problem. This first equation, about the second one, is ready to go. So all I need to do is to solve for x in the first one. Or solve for y, I apologize. X minus 4y is equal to 8. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. I get negative 4y is equal to negative x plus 8. And then I'm going to divide by negative 4. That turns into y is equal to 1/4 x minus 2. So I'm going to come down here to negative 2, up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to go the other direction, down 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Connect my dots. Now the second line, it's already ready to go. I don't have to do anything. So I'm going to go up 3, my y-intercept, up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, do my lines ever cross? Well, look at their slopes. Look, I have a 1/4 slope here and a 1/4 slope there. So am I going to have a solution? And the answer is no, they're parallel lines, so no solution. Okay? So now I'm going to do the same kind of concept with my inequalities. I'm going to graph them, and in order to graph them, I have to solve for y first. So the first one up here, I have x minus 4y is less than or equal to 24. I'm going to subtract x on both sides. Negative 4y is less than or equal to negative x plus 24. And then I'm going to divide by negative 4. So I have y. Now, warning bell should be going off. Because I'm dividing by a negative, I have to flip my sign. Y is greater than or equal to 1/4 x minus 6. And now I can graph this. In order to graph it, though, I should probably remember Mr. Slim Shady. So remember, he always looks to the right like he's doing the right thing. Give him his little eyebrows. I did that completely backwards. Let's erase that and try again. Miss K needs to learn what her left and right is. Oh, sorry guys, it's been a long day. Alright, let's try erasing all of that. Now let's make sure he's looking to the right, the correct way. And now we're going to draw our eyebrows. And then he looks to the his nose, we shade underneath. And then again, don't forget we write included. That is his grill. Okay, because if it's on a solid line, it's included. So now I should be able to graph my inequality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 6 is way down here. Okay, way down here at the bottom. And I'm going to come up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ooh, Lord, hopefully I graph above. So my solid line, and I am going to shade above. Now my second line here, it's already ready to go. So I'm going to start at 1. My slope is up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. Now I'm going to be shading less than because of my symbol. And it's going to look kind of bad, but all right here, in between them, is my solution set. So any point within that highlighted area is a solution. The second one's a little bit easier. It's ready to go for me. Alright, so I'm going to start up here at positive 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my slope is negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. 3, 4, 5 over 1. And I'm going in this direction because it's negative. Now I'm going to be drawing dashed lines because it does not have that equals to symbol. I'm going to be shading below. My next one, I'm going to start at negative 1, come up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Make sure you follow this in the other direction. And again, this one is going to be a solid line because of that equals to symbol right there. And I'm going to shade above. So everything again within this highlighted area is going to be a solution. Now, if it is on this dashed line right here, it is not a solution. But if it's down here on this solid line, it is, because that solid line is included. That's why we put a solid line on his grill. Okay? So now we've practiced solving by graphing and then solving systems. Now we're going to kind of take a switch and we're going to look at solving by substitution. And remember, my first step is to solve one of the equations for x or y. And they made this one real super easy. X is already by itself. So that's the one I'm going to solve for x. I have x plus 8y is equal to 28. Excuse me. So I'm going to subtract 8y from both sides. So x equals negative 8y plus 28. Here is Jack. Okay, remember, Jack in the box. Jack is going to go in for my x in my other equation, right there. So when I start solving this, I get negative 3 times negative 8y plus 28 plus 5y is equal to 3. Okay, and now I have to distribute. So 24y. Ooh, this guy needs a calculator. That's a little much. 28 times negative 3 gets me negative 84 plus 5y is equal to 3. Now I combine like terms. So I have 29y minus 84 equals 3. I'm going to add 84 to both sides. I get 29y is equal to 87. Well, 87 divided by 29 gives me 3. And now remember, this is Jack. Jack has to go back in the box because I'm not done yet. I have to solve for x. So x equals negative 8 times 3 plus 28, which gives me negative 24 plus 28. X is equal to positive 4. So my final answer becomes 4, 3. Final answer. Okay? We're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to try to get a different color pen. That way we can keep everything situated here. Let's see if I get this green pen. Okay. Neither one of these are quite set up to solve and make it real pretty. But I'm going to try this bottom one because it's even numbers. So I have 4x minus 2y is equal to 22. I'm going to subtract the 4x from both sides. Negative 2y equals negative 4x plus 22. And then I'm going to divide by negative 2. So y is equal to 2x minus 11. And there's my box. So remember, this box goes in for y in my, wrong area, into my other equation right there. Okay? So now I'm going to use, let's see if I got another color pen. Let's try this purple. Okay. So 5x plus 7 times 2x minus 11 equals negative 1. Slide that over for you. 5x, now I have to distribute, plus 14x minus 77 equals negative 1. Then I need to combine my like terms right here. So I have 19x minus 77 equals negative 1. Add 77 to both sides, and I get 19x equals 76. And 76 divided by 19 gives me 4. So remember, that's Jack. Jack needs to go back in the box. So y is equal to 2 times 4 minus 11. Y is equal to 8 minus 11. Y is equal to negative 3. So again, my final answer becomes 4, negative 3. So that's how we solve by substitution. Okay, now we're going to talk about word problems. This first one we're just going to have to write. The next one we're going to have to solve. So Gabby and Sydney bought some pens and pencils. Gabby bought 4 pens and 5 pencils for $6.71. Sydney bought 5 pens and 3 pencils for $7.12. Write a system of equations to find the cost of each pencil and pen. So I'm going to identify what is x and what is y. And I'm going to go with x is equal to pens, y is equal to pencils. Always label it. And now I'm going to write Gabby's information. So Gabby bought 4 pens plus 5 pencils, and her total cost was $6.71. Sydney, I'm going to write Sydney's now. Sydney bought 5 pens plus 3 pencils, and it was a total of $7.12. That's it. This one only said to write. It didn't say to solve. Now, I could solve, but we're not going to have to. Okay, let's look at the last one down here. A group of 40 children attended a baseball game on a field trip. Each child received either a hot dog or a bag of popcorn. Hot dogs were $2.25, and popcorn was $1.75. If the total bill was $83.50, how many hot dogs and bags of popcorn were purchased? Okay, so I'm going to list what is what. X is going to be the number of hot dogs, and Y is going to be the number of popcorns. Let's write the money one first. Money plus money equals money. Money plus money equals money. So hot dogs were $2.25x plus 1.75y equals my total. Money plus money equals money. Well, now where would my other equation come from? And it's with this 40. They were only able to buy one. So the number of hot dogs plus the number of popcorns has to equal 40. And those are my equations. Now I'm going to solve. And this one is super easy to solve by substitution because I can solve for x or for y. We're going to go ahead and get y by itself just because that's what we normally do. Here's my box. And remember, this gets substituted into my other equation. Okay, so we have now 2.25x plus 1.75 times negative x plus 40, and it all equals 8350. Now this looks kind of funky, but again, you have a calculator, so make sure you use it for your multiplication, your arithmetic, okay? I'm going to use it. I don't know what 1.75 times 40 is, so I need to distribute first. 2.25x minus 1.75x plus, and here's where your calculator comes in handy. I've been using it, you use it. There's no shame in using this calculator. Now that I've done that, I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have 2.25 minus 1.75. Well, that gives me 0.5x plus 70 equals 8350. I'm going to subtract 70 from both sides. So 0.5x is equal to, should be 1350, but I'm going to verify just so I don't get it wrong. And I'm going to divide both sides by 0.5. And x is equal to 27. Now remember, Jack has to go back in the box to figure out what I'm doing here, right? Okay, so now that I've got that, I have y is equal to negative 27 plus 40. Well, negative 27 plus 40 should give me 13. So my final answer is going to go back to what it means. I have 27 hot dogs and 13 popcorns. And if I graph that, my answer would be 27, 13. And that's it.